Welcome in, Slumpbusters. This is your boy Kyle, and we are back with another YouTube quick hitter. So we've been through 4 months, 18 weeks of NFL football, and lo and behold, we have ourselves a playoff picture. Not the playoff picture that I think it should have been, or not the playoff picture that best reflected the regular season, but a playoff picture nonetheless. And honestly, the NFL is just weird in how these seedings break out, just like any sports league. It's all a matter of chance, and when there's fewer games, the season ends up coming down to one result, and that one result this year, the 49ers and the Rams game. If not for Jalen Ramsey almost batting down a pass right at the end, that would have led to a fourth down that the 49ers probably don't convert, leading to the Rams going 13-4, getting the number 2 seed in the NFC, playing against the New Orleans Saints in the first playoff game, and then the Eagles playing against Tampa Bay, and then the Cardinals playing against the Dallas Cowboys in an awesome 5-4 matchup. We instead get this NFC playoff picture with the 49ers making the playoffs and getting the 6th seed like we kind of thought they would get the entire year, or at least since about November. I think most people at the start of the year had reasonable expectations for the 49ers to finish 3rd place in the NFC West. And so the 49ers end up getting that spot on the last play, and it was a winner-go-home game for the 49ers. The Saints won their game before in overtime. They beat the Rams. They'll get the 6th seed, but now they play the Dallas Cowboys, which is really, really interesting because the Cowboys won with 51 points against the Eagles, and the Eagles sat most of their starters, but the Cowboys ended up getting the 3 seed, even though most of the way since like October, I felt pretty certain the Cowboys would end up being the 4 seed in the NFC. I still think the Rams are a better team than the Dallas Cowboys, and yet the Dallas Cowboys are going to get that 3rd seed and have a semi-easier path forward in the first round because they don't have to play the Arizona Cardinals. Now, you could argue the 49ers might be in a better position than the Cardinals because we don't know how healthy J.J. Watt is going to be. They lost Max Williams. They've lost 2 offensive guards earlier this year. DeAndre Hopkins, they say might play, but what version of DeAndre Hopkins are we going to get for Arizona? And Kyler Murray's been battling injuries all season. Not like Jimmy Garoppolo's also not hurt, but you could make the argument that the Cowboys might have preferred to see the Cardinals against the 49ers, but the Cardinals are also a team that started the year 9-0. If not for injuries, they're probably one of the top 2 seeds in the NFC this year. And yet the Cardinals get the 5 seed. The Rams are going to be the 4 seed. They'll play for the 3rd time this year. The first 2 matchups were kind of exciting. I know the Rams won on the Monday Night Football game a few weeks ago. The Cardinals won early on in the season in Los Angeles. So it should be interesting to watch them play again. The 49ers Cowboys matchup is one that I think is going to bring some excitement in, although I don't know how excited people are going to get for Jimmy Garoppolo and the zone running scheme against the Cowboys. I think probably I'll take the Cardinals and Rams game as like the closer, edgy matchup, but I think I would have preferred to see another San Francisco versus Tampa game, or maybe a San Francisco versus Los Angeles matchup. I was hoping that would be the next matchup. San Francisco, Dallas is fine. I think it would have been cooler if the NFC West teams didn't play for a 3rd time this season, but still going to be a fun matchup. The Cardinals play better on the road, so maybe it works out for Arizona. And the other game is the Eagles, who are just happy to be here on their way to get absolutely boat raced by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 7-2 matchup, which probably would have happened no matter what, except they would have gotten boat raced by Tampa in the 6-3 matchup had the Los Angeles Rams beaten the San Francisco 49ers. Would have been a 6-3 instead of a 7-2. Instead, the Eagles are the 7 seed. They're just happy to make the playoffs, and Tampa Bay is going to destroy them. If you're looking for one game to watch on Wild Card Weekend that you can kind of like take a break, take a nap during the 3 games that are going to be on Sunday, or maybe you're working on Monday and you don't care about the Monday night wild card game. If you're looking for one game to skip the Eagles-Bucks game. It's a great one to skip on the weekend because Tampa Bay is going to kill them. Thanks for stopping into this Slumpbuster reaction video. Check out our game previews from the weekend. Check out the Slumpbuster podcast from last week, and make sure to hit subscribe on the way to 2,000. About 50 away from 2,000. So please share this with a friend. Share it with someone you love or someone you don't love. Just help us get to 2,000 subscribers.